The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And, a little spin cycle, room to run now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Value three.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Well, he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now Goff on first down. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now the rookie from Tennessee, John Kelly. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's complete to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing again here. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. To throw on second down is gone. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go.
This is Brown on the carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little jet.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Shotgun.
They'll toss it out to Carson. Spinning away, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Carson. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barron in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
On 1st and 10, gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Value three. Cut. 180. Cut.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd and 10, gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now gone. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. The pitch to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51. 58. Right over there. Right over there. There.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got three. Hey, over here.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
180.
Play action. It's gone. Flush to his right. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Black 20. Hey, lift.
Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw on second down is gone. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Go. Tell you what.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the first down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, over here.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super one. Over there. Single receiver. Here goes Salah. 180.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Looking for Woods that time. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get it to Woods.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On second down, here's Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, Wilson, flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now it's Carson, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Come on, let's go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal. And he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win.